Can we actually eradicate COVID? Hey, this is Tom's Talk Show, and I got to thinking, we've had COVID around for a couple of years now, and we've got to been through a couple of variants, been through different things. I think I've had it at least once. Maybe I've been sick the last couple of days. I don't know if that was Omicron or not. I don't know. I don't care to go to get tested. I don't need to know. I'm healthy enough that just do what needs to be done, right? Go, drink plenty of liquids, eat healthy, take some vitamin D, things like that, when I'm sick, and just normal things. And you get through it. So, I have to bracket here, right? This video is in no way telling you what you should do if you have COVID, or whether you should or shouldn't get tested, or whether you should or shouldn't use any medicine. That should be between you and a doctor. I am not a doctor, so take that for what it is. There you go, YouTube. There's your disclaimer, as we have to add through all these crazy videos to keep from getting, videos blocked and dumped and all that crazy stuff. Instead of just being able to ramble and talk, and just be able to say, this is what I'm doing, A, B, and C. You do what you need to do. Right, so nuts. Okay, so since I was thinking about this, we've got, we're down into the Omicron variant, which is, bottoming out. I mean, deaths are near zero for Omicron and all that. So, but I'm sure different things will be around. It'll kind of mutate probably once, a few more times and stuff as time goes on. And typically in the history of viruses and medical things, talking to my family members who are doctors in the medical field and stuff like that, that as things change and mutate, they typically get less problematic. So less deadly, less symptoms, but often more transmissible, because the virus is trying to replicate and stay alive. And if something's coming to stop it, then it might replicate and be able to change and try and get around that. Typically, I would think the best immunization would be the natural kind. So that's probably what, I won't tell you my medical plan, because that will send everybody into a tizzy. And I told that what I was doing to a nurse, and she about came unglued. Didn't think it was funny, and I told her I'm not kidding. So, but I'm still here. I'm still alive, of course. But anyway, so we still have coronavirus hanging around. And have we ever gotten rid of some of these very bad diseases in the history of the earth? Are any of them completely gone? Have we eradicated anything? So I was searching, and I found a case from the World Economic Forum. 7 deadly diseases the world has almost eradicated, not completely. So do we have anything that's completely gone? I don't know. So this one called the Guinea Worm, it's a parasite. So not quite a disease, but anyway, so it's very low. We've gotten, with cleanliness, I think, and whatever they were doing, gotten that down. Measles, like smallpox, is highly contagious. The cases have dropped by 75% since the year 2000. So it's dropped, but it is not gone. Mumps. Today, mump outbreaks are rare. 2009, they had one with 3,500 cases. So no, mumps is not gone. Rubella. There's still around 120,000 children born each year around the world with severe rubella-related birth defects. So still no. Polio, a very crippling disease. Let's see, there's about 5 to 10% of people still die. Let's see, there are 3 strains of the virus. One was eradicated in 1999. And another has not been seen since 2012. So polio, we're doing pretty good. 1. But we still have Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nigeria, where polio is still endemic. It's still there. It still happens all the time. So it's not gone, not eradicated. Lymphatic filariasis, something I don't know what that is. They aim to eliminate it by 2020, but this was, I think, a 2016 article. But it spreads by mosquitoes, so that's going to be kind of hard to do. But that is lymphatic filariasis is still around. River blindness, like Guinea worm, river blindness, officially called something infection caused by a parasite. The Carter Center hopes at least to wipe it out in South America in the next few years. So they're going to try and wipe it out in one region, but it's still spread in 36 countries. Here's another article. Infectious diseases that have been globally eradicated. Smallpox. Let's see. First disease eradicated around the world through deliberate intervention was smallpox. Former had a mortality rate of 40%. So high security laboratories in certain countries continue to store smallpox. So there's a controversy around that. Accidental release could trigger a deadly epidemic, and as current generations are not vaccinated. So you can say it's eradicated, but you still keep some of it around. This is not good. Okay, here was one called Rinderpest. Second disease that is successfully eradicated is a Rinderpest disease, which is a viral disease that infected cattle and other ruminants. So this is a cattle disease. This is not a human person disease. Okay. Diseases on the verge of being eradicated. So they have this article. Infectious diseases have been globally eradicated. Smallpox, but we keep some around. It's not been eradicated. It's not gone because we still keep some hanging around. That, I think, still means we still have it. And then something that infected cows. Okay. So here we continue to recover polio, which is they're getting close. Dracuniosis, that's the Guinea worm disease. One called yaws, another infectious disease called yaws, on the verge of being eradicated around the world, caused by bacterium. I have no idea how to say that. Although rate fatality is low, it's very disfiguring. So number of cases yaws decreased from 50 million to 2.5 million in 1964. After the program was stopped, the disease continued to remain low prevalence in different parts of the world. So still there. Malaria. Now, the deadly disease malaria has largely been brought under control in many parts of the world. How would we control malaria? Okay, anyway, it's caused by a malaria parasite, with the mosquito acting, and the malaria is spread through bites of mosquito. 28 countries have successfully eliminated the disease. 9 countries are in elimination stage. So, global rate of malaria fell 60%, 2000 to 2015. And Bill Gates says it can eliminate by 2040. Well, you just eliminate all the people who have it. I think that's his plan. Hence COVID. So we can't. So I guess that's the thing. We can strive for, decades. Smallpox, right? They still have it, but this took, decades upon decades. Some of these things in the 1960s, they started attacking it, and their aim at eradicating polio, by the 2000s. And the lowest annual prevalence was 2000. So still 50, 60 years later, right? These things are still in existence. And you're going to tell me that, COVID, you're going to knock it out in a year or a couple of months. Boom, we'll get rid of it. In a couple of months, it'll be done. No. Not going to happen. I mean, who knows how many, possibly some of the other viruses like SARS and stuff. I think there may still be a few cases of that every once in a while. I don't know. I don't have any data for that, but I think it stayed around for a while. Just it got broken down into variants that were so, unable to hurt anybody, that it wasn't, it was kind of gone. So some of these things that are here, like polio, like this dracunocalavis, whatever that is, the guinea worm disease that they've been fighting for decades upon decades. Polio, they've been fighting for, many decades. I think the reality of any disease is to find out the targeted people that are most susceptible, whether in some cases that's young people, some cases that's normal age people, some cases that's elderly people. What other conditions are also there that make you susceptible, right? Obesity, high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, any of those kinds of things. So figure those out and then protect those people, like right away. And let everybody else go out and get it and spread it and build that herd immunity so that nobody has it and can spread it. I mean, I think if you were to have, natural immunity, that your chances of recatching it and respreading it are much less currently than everybody who has the vaccine and has it and is spreading it, right? That's, but that's common sense. That's just me thinking, oh, common sense. Let's use some of that. Let's get the common sense. Where's the can? It's common sense. Here's a box. Here, I got a box of common sense right here. Let's get the pieces out, and we'll get the common sense out and use that. Alrighty. Well, that's this video. Do you know of any other diseases or anything that have been completely eradicated that aren't just kind of hanging around and sitting around here with us? I mean, polio is bad, but it's, it's pretty low now, but it's not gone. Then, of course, smallpox, that they keep supplies of it around in laboratories because nothing's ever going to leak out of a lab. COVID, anything like that. So there you go. You think COVID's just going to hang around? I think it is for quite a while, and we're just going to get used to it, get on about our lives, and not really worry about it anymore. And if you get sick, then go talk to your doctor, go to the hospital, however sick you are, and go get medical treatment, right? That's how we've dealt with, illness in the last, many hundreds of years. So I think we can keep doing that and be pretty successful. All right. Well, thanks for watching this. Have a good one. Take care.